Hi guys, it's Wombat and this is update 2 for my ProMods Big Map setup. Hopefully the last update I'll need to do in a very long time. Before we start, there's a few shoutouts I need to make. The first shoutout goes to ELT39 or ELT39 for pointing out that I didn't add PJ Indo to my video name in the initial video of the Big Map setup. And the second shoutout goes to ELT39 or ELT39 for pointing out that I didn't give him a shoutout in my update video. So there you go, ELT. The next shoutout goes to Kaspersky for pointing out that the ROS English CD names file needs to be above Promsona. The next shoutout goes to Warren for pointing out that the ROS to Great Step and ROS to ROSmap road connections didn't work unless they were above Promsona. The next shoutout goes to Jose for pointing out that there were missing prefabs in Rotterdam. That has been fixed, as well as the rest of them, of course. Then we have Timo, who pointed out that Promsona is the cause for the long loading time you need to go through every time you load the game. So in this video we're gonna remove Promsona if you want to. So that's the shoutout I wanted to do. In today's video we will add Poland rebuilding. Yep, that's right. We are adding Poland rebuilding, and the reason we can add Poland rebuilding is that I removed the Sardinia prefab file. The Sardinia prefab file, as I said in the first ProMods Big Map video, I said it was probably not needed, and today I'm gonna tell you that it's not needed at all. Instead it causes issue, turns out, not only with Rotterdam but also with Poland rebuilding. So when I used to have problems with Poland rebuilding, that was caused actually by the prefab files and not by Poland rebuilding itself. I'm also removing Promsona and the special transport mod on top of that, because Promsona, as I said, causes the game to load for a very long time every time you load the game. So by removing Promsona, that shrinks from taking somewhere between 10 and 30 minutes down to 10 to 60 seconds. So it's worth waiting with Promsona until there is a proper version for 1.32 available. So that's the changes we are going to do today. There will be a few other changes that we're gonna do as well, simply because well, we add Poland, and also because I want to get the map ready for Promsona in the future. So I'm gonna shut up and let's dive right into how we first make Poland rebuilding compatible with 1.32. So here we have the 6 Poland rebuilding files, including the fix one. We double click the first one, and in my case I open it with WinRAR, simply because I'm old. If you're using 7-zip, that will work just as fine. Just open the file and go down to the... God, there's a lot of files there. We're looking for a file called manifest.sii. Double click that one. It will open up, in my case at least, with the notepad, and then here you have the compatible versions. We can either change it to 1.32, which I will do, or you can just add this one here in front of it, which will make it compatible with any version out there. But simply because that will probably be confusing in the future when 1.33 is released and this mod won't work at all. I'm just going to add 1.32 instead of 1.31. So that's changed, save the file, and then you get a question. Do you want to update the archive with the updated manifest.ssi? Press yes, and there you go. So that's the first file. Next file is the map file. We will do the very same thing. Find the manifest file. There it is. Double click it. Change 1.31 to 1.32. Save the file. Update the archive. Move to the next file. Find the manifest file. You see where this is going, right? Close and save. Update archive. Go to next file. Through all these 6 files, let's do the fix as well then. You have to do this with all the files, of course. Manifest, change to 1.32. Close and save. Update archive. Let's do assets. I'm just going to do all of them simply because a lot of people do not speak English. Still tries to watch and follow my instructions. Let's see, where is it? I'm going to sort them by name instead. That's a lot easier. There it is. 1.32. And where was I? Yeah, a lot of people who do not speak English are following my videos. I'm grateful for that. But of course, when I just skip a file without saying why I skip it, that will make them confused. So we're going to do all 6 of them. Here's the models file. Come on, come on, come on. I need to buy WinRAR. There it is. And update to 1.32. Save. Update archive. And it takes a lot longer because the models file is pretty big. There we go. So now we have updated all of these and they are now compatible with 1.32. So we're going to go through all the mods again from the bottom. Like I said last time, a lot of people are asking me when I do these updates where the rest of the setup is. So I'm just going to repeat it quickly once more. At the bottom, pjindo, base EAA file, def file for EAA, the Great Step model, map and def file, Southern Region version 7.5, model 321, def and map, and Southern Region English file. Then we have YKS Team EU Turkey files, and we have the Model 2. There it is. We have the Model 1 file. Here it is. And we have the def file. We do not use the map file. It is replaced by the YKS Mapfix V5, or just Mapfix as it's called here. Now if you're on any other version than V5, you're on the wrong version, at least for now. If you're on V6, it doesn't exist yet, but if you are, it's probably correct too. But right now V5 is the latest available version. You do not use the map file from the Team EU Turkey. Russian open spaces, we have model, map, Russian open spaces. We have then the vehicle and vehicle truck file. Here we have the base file for Sardinia. It's below ProMods this time. And so is the RusMap def file. We moved the RusMap def file from up here down here to ensure that Poland Rebuilding is working properly. ProMods, we have the package 321 media, then map, def and asset file. On top of that we have the fix for EAA and ProMods. And then some news. We do not have the prefabs for Sardinia. I said that in the very first video I did before the update one, that I didn't think it was required. It isn't. In fact, it causes issues in Rotterdam. So I removed it, verified that Sardinia is working, and lo and behold, Rotterdam is working as well. And then we have Poland Rebuilding. Now if your files are incompatible, you probably didn't follow my instructions earlier on how to make these files compatible. But if they don't say anything about being incompatible, you did it right. And then we have the assets file first. We have the models, media, map, def, and finally fix one on top. Then we have RusMap, RusMap model, RusMap model 2, model and map file. Again, the def file is below ProMods. Then we have the spruce fix, the RusMap 1.8.1 fix, and then the road connection for ProMods and RusMap. I've moved the road connections from Rus to the Great Step and to RusMap up here, simply because it turns out that when we have a compatible Promsona in the future, that will break these two roads unless they are above Promsona. So Promsona used to be around here. It isn't anymore. I removed it. You can keep it if you like, but it will cause your game to do a initial load every time you load the game. So instead of having say 10 to 60 seconds of loading, you'll have 10 minutes to 30 minutes of loading, depending on whether you're using a SSD disk or a mechanical disk. In any case, you need to move both these road connections above Promsona, and the same goes for the English city names for Rus. That will also have to be above Promsona. So just to keep it simple, I have the English city names above all three, or in my case then 2 road connections for RusMap to Rus. Then we have Romania Extended, file number 54321, city names, ProMods to Romania Extended road connection, YKS to Romania Extended road connection, a few ferry files. I'm not gonna add any more ferry files, there are too many ferry files already, sorry Doomer. We have the Afromap, we have the Afromap ferry connection, and Doomer Day's Afromap fix, which actually removes a ferry. Then we have the Scandinavia mod and the definitions file for Scandinavia mod. Now if your Scandinavia mod isn't compatible, please watch the update 1 video again on how that includes how to make these files compatible with the current version of ETS. Then we have Paris Rebuilding, we have the island map, we have Emden, and finally here we have switched from the ProMods 2.30 Plus legacy compatibility fix to the ProMods 2.30 Plus legacy compatibility fix Poland Rebuilding 2.2 variant. And then again, we have Arrayas Super Zoom version 3 PM_1.32.xx. Now if you're using Super Zoom V2, you're on the wrong version. Please change. If you don't, you will still have alignment problems with the map. So make sure you switch to this one instead of the V2 file. So there's the active mods. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the updates, and I hope you continue to report any issues you find. For that reason, there might be an update 3 at some point in the future. But right now, it at least feels like most of the issues are solved. And with that said, you'll have to excuse me. I have some hauling to do on my own. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like. And if you haven't already done so, please click the subscribe button. There will be more map setups in the future, of course, but it's gonna take a while before I do this again. It's been an intense week, but now we finally have all of it except, of course, then Promzona and possibly also the Russian highways, but everything else is here now. So thank you for watching, have fun, take care, bye bye.